What's up? What's up? What's up, Vegas? And everybody listening online everywhere. I'm super excited for you all to be here with me today because it's Juneteenth. Yes, welcome in because, hey, it's a federal holiday. We have so much to talk about today, and I'm super excited for this show rundown because I have the news headlines of the day. I'm going to give you guys the history about Juneteenth. We're going to discuss if polygamy works, if it's a thing. We're going to talk about a cop on cop incident. And we're going to talk about when do kids know their sexuality? Is it at a young age? Is it at a young adult age? Is it in their adult years and more? So make sure to stick around for all segments today because there's a lot going on. And you're now tuned into the Jaime Dee Show, which is live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. We are live, not only on the radio, but also on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. So welcome in. I have to always tell you all why I'm so grateful to have you here because this is my third week having my very own live morning radio show. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Before I get into the daily news headlines, I want to talk to you all about Juneteenth. A lot of people are like, what is that? What is Juneteenth? Why are we celebrating it? And why is it a federal holiday? Wow, excuse me. Why is it a federal holiday? Why did my mouth just get so twisted like that? So Juneteenth has been a federal holiday for over 3 years now. And I'm going to go over some real quick history, okay? So Juneteenth, also known as Emancipation Day, is celebrated annually on June 19th to commemorate the emancipation of enslaved African Americans in the United States. Now, you all may be asking why specifically Juneteenth. Well, the Emancipation Proclamation issued by President Abraham Lincoln on January 1st, 1863, again, that was January 1st, 1863, declared freedom for enslaved people in Confederate states. However, it took over 2 years for the news to reach enslaved African Americans in Galveston, Texas. Again, it took over 2 years for this news to reach enslaved African Americans in Galveston, Texas. Do we know why it took so long? But you know how history was for African American people. It was very hard, and it still is to this day. On June 19th, 1865, Union General Gordon Granger arrived in Galveston and announced the end of slavery, effectively emancipating the remaining enslaved individuals in Texas. This monumentous event became known as Juneteenth, a combination of June and 19th. Hopefully that makes sense, all right? So Juneteenth has become an occasion to honor ancestors, recognize their sacrifices, and celebrate the achievements and contributions of Black Americans to the nation. The holiday is marked by various activities such as parades, picnics, musical performances, historical reenactments, and educational events, fostering a sense of community, unity, and pride. It offers an opportunity to educate and raise awareness about the history of slavery, the struggles endured by African Americans, and the ongoing fight against systematic racism. Yes, we may be free as a people. However, we still deal with a lot of different forms of racism. That's why Juneteenth is very important. It empowers individuals to engage in conversations, advocate for equality, and work towards creating a more just society. Now, this was read specifically from Air Force Military. And so I wanted to give you all some simple and quick but effective history on Juneteenth. It's very important that we celebrate each other and that we understand each other's cultures because that's how it allows us to love each other unconditionally and truly understand each other. I was actually talking to myself. Yeah, I talk to myself sometimes yesterday about this statement that I made, and tell me if you all agree with it or not. I said to myself while driving, I'm not looking for anyone to validate me. I'm looking for people to understand me so we can coexist. Tell me what that means to you all. Call in at 702-221-7283 and tell me what it means to be understood and not validated. Tell me if it's the same thing to you. Tell me if it sounds different. Call in or let me know on YouTube right now at the Jaime Dee Show. That's TheJaimedEeshow. Comment your thoughts and call in. All right, so for the daily news headlines, y'all, John Morant back in May showed the firearm that was in his previous IG live footage was nothing more than a lighter, as reported by TMZ. I get it. He's trying to show you guys that he's not a bad guy and it wasn't a real gun. Hey, John Morant, if it looks like a gun, if it feels like a gun, if it seems to be a gun, stop playing with it. Stop playing with it. Stop showing it. I don't know how many times I have to tell you, you are a part of a industry that has a culture where it says a lot of things are not accepted or okay to do on social media. Just play the game. And I don't mean like play basketball. I mean play the actual game of keeping your job and doing what you need to do to stack your money and own your own businesses or own NBA organization or whatever you want to do, where you could do whatever you want, have the players do whatever they want without feeling like they can't be their individual selves. Because right now, you do not have the power to do so, and you have everybody against you. So until you can make your money, make a true name for yourself, solidify yourself as not only an NBA player, but an individual who is a thought leader that people actually want to listen to, play the game. This is why I tell people all the time 20s are still pretty young. This man is what, 23? That's young to me. I mean, I know I just turned 29, but 23 and 29 are two different lifestyles, two different mindsets, two different type of maturity levels. And so I'm just sending him love during these times because he needs love and protection and to have the right people around him to tell him, hey, stop. Seriously, just stop. A principal withheld diplomas from students for waving at the audience and doing a dance as they walked across the stage, as reported by USA Today. Ah, that was so dumb. One student literally waved at the parents as the parents and the audience clapped. Apparently, they were told not to clap and not to make any noise. And I guess the principal was like, hey, we're not having that. You're hyping up the crowd. No diploma. The second student did the gritty, which is a dance where you kind of like skip and hop on your feet. It's a TikTok trend that the kids nowadays are doing. Guess it was too showboaty for the principal, and they were like, "Nope, no diploma." And if you see it, it was actually pretty embarrassing. So extend your hand to receive your diploma, and the principal's like, "No," literally shaking her finger, and then tells you to exit stage left. That's embarrassing. So I think that was dumb. I believe that the principal should get over herself. And if you're going to create a culture where you're going to stop people from expressing themselves while walking across the stage, whether maybe because it's annoying to you or due to safety concerns, you need to state that before these students get on stage. You need to let these students know why you do not want them to do these things. Because it looks like it's an all fair fun and games. I mean, they're not hurting anybody. Yeah, there have been some incidents where some students have hurt themselves or torn an ACL. Like there was this one student who's a part of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, which is a part fraternity and part of the Divine Nine, one of the historically nine African American fraternities. He actually, I think, tore his ACL or did something really bad to his ankle because he started strolling. And strolling is just a form of dance on the stage. And yeah, so I guess it could be a safety risk. But again, talk to these students and to the parents about why you're setting these rules. The school board did actually speak out though, and they said that they don't condone this type of behavior from the principal. So they're investigating the situation, and we'll see what happens in the later days. 5 people were reportedly shot last night at Finesse Two Times birthday bash after party. So Finesse Two Times is a rapper. Birthday bash is a huge concert that's a hip hop station. I forgot which one. A hip hop station in Atlanta throws every year, and this man was throwing an after party at the Cosmopolitan Premier Lounge in Decatur, Georgia. And this is supported by Spiritual Word. And you can see in the videos, if you don't follow them, you should go check out the content where people are literally running for their lives. People are scared because they're shooting in a club. There's videos of people on the ground hiding with their drinks in their hand. And you see people behind them running, and people are literally fearing for their lives. And it's just so irritating. Y'all are out of control with these guns. So over it. Why do y'all feel the need to have guns wherever you go? Why do y'all continue to make people feel unsafe? Again, I don't condone violence, but what happened to just fist fighting? All y'all want to do is shoot, 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 stab, 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 kill, kill, kill. Man, these guns and these drugs are not only plaguing our community, but this happened at a African American party, and it's plaguing my community. We're shooting each other too much. We're killing each other too much. We are selling drugs in our community. and doing things that are not positive and uplifting, but are very detrimental to our future. And I'm just so sick and tired of it. Hate reported things like this, but you have to so that you can make people aware that we need to step up and do something about this. Yeah, we are fighting for the systematic injustice that we deal with every day from other counterparts. We need to also fight for us to love each other and to stop shooting each other and stop killing each other and stop being against each other because this stuff is ridiculous. People should not feel afraid to go out and enjoy themselves. And also, a lot of y'all get really offended because I've seen this personally when you go out to events and security are all up in your genital area. And it is annoying and it's very, very invasive, but I see why. You don't want to feel like you're about to get shot up in a club or an event or at a park. I mean, we need more security. It's sad to say, but hey, keep doing your job. A Pennsylvania woman was assaulted by her alleged ex-boyfriend who broke into her house with a gun. He dragged her by her hair across the floor and pistol whipped her over a tweet she made about him. Wow. The tweet stated, "Can y'all please text his phone number?" She actually put it out there and ask him why he kept breaking my heart and why he keep effing my friends and why he keep talking about me to B words even after I got his name tatted and why he's talking to my fake page telling her my personal business. Thanks. Well, this girl put up this tweet and he retaliated in such a horrible and negative way. I absolutely do not condone domestic violence. Again, I absolutely do not condone domestic violence. Please, please be there in your kids' lives. Please tell these young boys and girls to stop putting their hands in each other. Now, I did say earlier, I'm against shooting and I'm against violence. And I definitely do talk about I wish we could use our hands more, but that's just one of the solutions. Because if you got to get your anger out, you got to defend yourself. I'd rather use your hands than shoot people. However, stop putting your hands on people. Whether you're a woman, whether you're a man, whether you are a young boy or a young girl, stop putting your hands on people. We are in a day and age now where people will return the action. Now, in this specific situation, this is completely foul. This individual should have, on both sides, she should have not put his personal information out there. She should have tried to deal with the situation with him or removed herself. It's okay to leave, everybody. You are not stuck. You are not. You will find a way out. You are not alone. There are so many resources that you can take on to help you get out of abusive situations or get out of situations that you no longer want to be in, whether that's contacting a friend, whether that's contacting a family member, whether that is contacting the many nonprofits that are there to protect women, whether that is or men, whether that's calling the police. Use your resources. Stop involving yourself in these abusive relationships just because you have nowhere else to go. Also, I want you all to know that in his side, don't ever put your hands on a woman. Don't ever attack somebody just because of what they said about you, because you didn't like what they said about you on social media. There's so many different actions you can take. You can report her. You can report the page. You can report the content. You can call the police if it's putting your safety in jeopardy. You didn't have to go there and attack that woman. So you do deserve jail time because it's serious, but it wasn't that serious for you to go out there and beat this woman. In some good Las Vegas news, the Golden Knights, Jonathan. Oh, I'm not saying this wrong. It's so hard to say his last name. How you say it? Okay, Marchessault hosts a meet and greet in Henderson. Jonathan Marchessault was stopped at the Dick's Sporting Goods at the Galleria at Sunset Mall on today from 6 p.m. until 7 p.m. to talk to fans and celebrate the Knights Stanley Cup win, as reported by the Las Vegas Review-Journal. Again, Jonathan will be at Dick's Sporting Goods at Sunset Mall today from 6 to 7:30 p.m. So if you want to go meet a Golden Knight, make sure you go out there. I'm sure it's going to be packed. As well, DeSantis asks for Nevada's votes at as reported by yes, it's that time for presidential candidates to start asking for votes. And DeSantis was just in Nevada. Yeah, you guys need to pay attention. You never know where these political people are gonna go. You literally don't know. You have absolutely no clue where they're gonna show up. Yeah, Ron DeSantis. I said George. Excuse me. Ron DeSantis. Wow, Ron DeSantis. Again, one more time. Ron DeSantis was here in Nevada asking for votes And if you really want to make sure the right person is in power, you need to pay attention to these events. You need to know what your presidential candidates are trying to fight as it pertains to their issues and what they're going to do once they're in power. Pay close attention. Not only are big office positions are important, so are the local ones. So pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. There are a lot of things that Ron DeSantis is doing in Florida that is not helpful to the larger community. So you may not want him in office, but you won't know if you're not paying attention. All right. Hey, we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna come back and talk about this Cobb and Cop incident, which I find very, very important to talk about. And I want you guys to comment live on the Jamie Dee Show on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. And call in at 702-221-7283 to talk about this topic, okay? This is the Jamie Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. I'll be right back. Stick around, okay?
Zinworld Premium CBD offers full and broad spectrum CBD oil, extracts, and capsules, which are designed to help you feel your best. Their products are sourced from the best organic hemp and natural ingredients on the market and are tested for quality, purity, and potency. They have a full range of items from health and wellness to beauty to pets. Call 725-205-9223. Visit online at zinworld.com or stop by their location at 9895 South Maryland Parkway and Silverado Range Parkway. Mention KSHP for 10% off in store or use code KSHP online for 15% off.
Hungry for the best barbecue in Las Vegas? Come out to the infamous barbecue and meat market, John Mole's Meats and Roadkill Grill in Las Vegas. John Mole's was featured on the Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Now take home delicious meat selections for your grill, and while you're there, grab a bite of the best barbecue in Las Vegas. With 2 locations now at Tom and Gowan or on North Decatur, you're sure to find the perfect meats for your next barbecue or party. Find us online at johnmolemeats.com.
Join us for a once-in-a-lifetime experience to see the Hoover Dam up close and personal on a guided tour of Lake Mead. Sit back and enjoy the cool breezes aboard the Desert Princess paddle wheel boat while taking in the sights of the greatest man-made engineering wonder of the modern world and National Historic Landmark. To reserve a spot on the Hoover Dam sightseeing tour or the Sunset Dinner Cruise, visit LakeMeadCruises.com. World famous Randy's Donuts is now in Las Vegas. Look for the giant rooftop donut at Sahara and Rainbow and get ready for a taste sensation like no other. Since 1952, Randy's Donuts is consistently named one of the top donut shops in the country. And there's little wonder why. And oh my God, the variety. Glazed, raised, sprinkled, long johns, cinnamon rolls, crullers, fritters, bear claws. I'm getting hungry. Randy's Donuts, 2170 South Rainbow, at the northeast corner of Sahara and Rainbow. Randy's Donuts, always alive, but always worth the wait. Visit randysdonuts.com or just stop by at the northeast corner of Sahara and Rainbow. You've seen Randy's Donuts in the movies. Now taste them for real. One taste and you'll be back again and again. Randy's Donuts, 2170 South Rainbow, at the northeast corner of Sahara and Rainbow. Cup Bop Korean Barbecue in a Cup is serving up unique Korean-style dishes and a special brand of fun. Treat yourself to a delicious bowl of rice, cabbage, noodles, your choice of protein like the Rock Bop, which is tangy fried chicken, and your choice of sauce from all sweet to nothing but the heat. Bop on over to eatcupbop.com to find the location nearest you and savor some crazy good Korean food served with a smile. With 5 area locations: 1100 South Fort Apache at Charleston, 7150 North Durango at Elkhorn, 4680 South Maryland Parkway, 1975 West Craig Road, and 7175 West Lake Mead Boulevard.
Immersive Disney animation is the groundbreaking experience of a lifetime, featuring the animated sights and sounds of Disney's most iconic films, from The Lion King to Frozen to Encanto and more. Step into the magic of Disney's greatest characters. Immersive Disney animation is now open at Lighthouse Art Space Las Vegas at the Shops at Crystals. Tickets at DisneyImmersive.com. Brought to you by the producers of Immersive Van Gogh.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Jamie Dee Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM, live on KSHP.com, live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jamie Dee Show, and live in y'all hearts when you're paying attention. Welcome in, everybody. If you're just now tuning in, we went over the daily news headlines, and now we're going to talk about this cop on cop incident, which I find to be very, very intriguing and important. Before I give you my thoughts, we're going to get into this audio clip and take a listen. Now, while we get this set up, in this video, we're going to talk about why these type of situations are important. So take a listen.
He's the guy that copy down that bumper.
So you can hear right now, one cop is actually chasing another cop that they saw speeding on the street.
This one or this one? Yeah,
and they're trying to get that other cop to pull over.
Pull over. You going to pull over?
Please say a command.
Pull over. Three 113 to 313.
What? I am going into work, my man. Why are you trying to pull me over as I'm going?
Because you're
work?
going 80 and a 45.
I am going into work.
Okay, where are you going
what
to work?
What does it look like I am dressed for?
What
does it look like I am dressed for?
My name is Deputy Hilton, and they see your driver's license.
No.
Okay. 3113, copy at 1050. 10-4, I got a city, Orlando PD taking off from a traffic stop. It's going to be X-Ray Foxtrot 6207, XF 6207. Refuse to stop.
So this is a very interesting situation. I played this audio from the Shade Room directly, and I want to read to you what they wrote. They said, an Orlando police officer, Alexander Shoney, has been relieved of duty and is facing charges after getting into a heated confrontation with the Seminole County Sheriff's deputy over speeding. Again, you heard in the audio that it was one sheriff talking to another cop. He was trying to get him to pull over after he was speeding, and a body camera footage shows the moment Officer Shoney was pulled over for speeding in a marked police SUV on June 6th. He was allegedly going 80 miles per hour in a zone where the speed limit is 45. When he asked for his driver's license, Shoney responded no before getting back into his police vehicle and leaving the scene. Shoney was later arrested and charged with misdemeanor crimes, including speeding, reckless driving, resisting an officer, and felony fleeing from law enforcement. This is according to police records. He posted a $9,000 bond. Wow. We are on a day and age where there are cop-on-cop incidents. I can't say crimes because it wasn't a crime. Oh, was it a crime? No, incident. Okay. He didn't hurt anybody, I guess. It wasn't a crime, but I love this. Yes, this is great. Yay! Why are you? Hold on. Yay! Now, why am I ringing the bell for that? Because we need more cops like this. We need people who are going to hold other people accountable in big positions. I mean, what do I mean by big positions? People in power, people who are in government, people who are nurses, doctors, people who are law enforcement, people who are firemen. Why am I saying that? Because so often do we have people who are in power who are actually a threat to our larger community. And those who are around those threats, look at them like nothing's wrong, allow them to keep getting away with their horrible actions towards the community, and they don't step up to these individuals. So seeing a story like this, where this cop actually stepped up, held that cop accountable, allowed the individual to know what he was doing wrong, is amazing. Yes, that is a very reputable person, in my opinion, because it shows there are good people in the world who are going to actually abide by the law that they're enforcing, who are going to uphold their status and their badge that they earned, and who are going to be about the general community and not about themselves. So often do people get in these positions of power and they have a gang mentality and they only care about what's going on between them both or all of them as a collective and not the general community. And so I applaud this officer. I'm going to actually say his name one more time because I applaud him and I want these type of names to be said in the media, not the names of people who are killing individuals and hurting individuals and causing horrible crimes amongst our communities. No, I want to talk about individuals who are just doing great. Actually, you know what? I don't even know this man's name, so I'm about to look it up and I'll say his name a little bit later. But yes, bravo, 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 because you did great. Because that was awesome. All right, so I want to tell you this though. The other officer, he deserved what he got. Why? Because you heard how greedy he was. When I say greedy, yeah, you're greedy. You think you can do whatever you want just because you're in a position of power and you're going to do it with no consequences placed upon you. And ha ha, it happened. Yep, did I just ha ha him? It's a childish way of me doing that. Yes, because you all need to understand that nobody is against the law. Nobody. You should not be out here doing things that we as a general public cannot do. Not fair. And you don't have any right to do things that we aren't able to do. So I'm glad that he is being held accountable. I'm over here trying to find this man's name and I can't even find it. Well, I tried. I looked up several different sources right now and they're not releasing his name. But bravo to this police officer because we need more individuals like him in places of power. This shows that there are great people in the world. We're going to fight for the rights and to hold each other accountable. We could have used them during George Floyd, use them during other situations because there's those incidents where officers just stood around and let the violence happen. Let these murders happen. We need more people like him in places of power. Thank you for that awesome Seminole sheriff. Hey, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back and talk about, does polygamy work? There's a man who has 4 wives and he wants to tell the world his story about why polygamy is just the next best thing. You're now tuned into the Jaime Dee Show. And you're tuned into the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM, as well as live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. Make sure to tune in, comment live, and call into 702-221-7283 to let me know your thoughts. All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and I'll be right back.
At AR Heating and Air Conditioning, our main goal is to provide high quality service without breaking the bank. From maintaining your HVAC units to fixing them when they are down, they are there for you. AR Heating and Air Conditioning offer reasonable prices, reliability, and professional service at a great value. For more information, go to fixmyac.net or call 702-646-4000. Beat the heat and call AR Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Welcome to Hash House A Go-Go, where we've been serving farm food and crafted cocktails for over 2 decades. Visit us for the full Hash House experience at any of our 5 Las Vegas locations. Hash House A Go-Go is where old school meets new and gets twisted. We bring people together over good food and fun. Come in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and come hungry because our portions are huge. Visit us online to see our entire menu at hashhouseagogo.com. Hash House A Go-Go. It's a Midwest thing, and there's nothing else like it.
Is your dog suffering from a sensitive stomach? Hi, it's Kelly the Cookie Lady from Mooch's Munchies. Our dogs had super sensitive tummies and I needed to find a low-fat treat that wouldn't give them gas or other issues. Most of the treats on the market were loaded with fillers, chemicals, and chicken fat. Many of them weren't even food. Well, I knew I could do better, so I developed Mooch's Munchies, and I'm happy to be able to share them with you. Stop by our store or our website, moochesmunchies.com, and find out why we say that Mooch's Munchies are totally pawsome.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Happy to have you all here on this live broadcast. We're live everywhere on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM, as well, live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at The Jaime Dee Show. If you're just now tuning in, we talked about the news headlines of the day, a cop-on-cop incident that happened in Florida where one cop held another cop accountable for speeding over 35 miles over the speed limit. And now we're going to talk about polygamy. Does it work? Let's get into it. Before I give you my thoughts, I want you to all listen to this video of a man who has 4 wives. Take a listen and let's get into this conversation.
We're all dating the same man.
We've been together 6 years. He slid in my DM on Facebook.
And she slid in my room after that. I never feel like one female can amount to everything that I wanted. Whether she can cook and clean, but she couldn't have sex, or she can cook, clean, have sex, but she didn't know how to be there financially.
We knew nothing about poly, and we tried it, we liked it, we started doing more research, and it just kind of went from there. We really don't have jealousy and insecurity issues. We always uplift, especially within the women. We always uplifting one another.
So like before I met them, like I was a single parent and it was like real hard on me, but just meeting them and them meet my son, like it's got 10 times better.
It's going to be hard to be in a poly relationship if you do have a lot of insecurities, and if you're a jealous person, you won't be able to do it because it'll break you mentally. Poly is great when it comes to household chores. One person might be cleaning the kitchen, one person might be cooking, one person might be doing the kids' hair or helping the kids with homework. You just get a lot of help.
They're benefiting and they're grasping and they're gaining a lot within just being into the relationship.
With the right people, you would never want to go back. It's going to be hard to go back to being monogamous. Why make my life harder when I can have
especially with the right people? It comes in all forms and shapes and sizes.
So let's get into this. If you're just not tuning in, a man has 4 wives. And he states that I never feel like one female could amount to everything I ever wanted. Whether she can cook and clean, but couldn't have sex, or she could cook and clean and have sex, but couldn't be there financially. Am I rude for laughing? Am I rude for laughing? Listen, I support whatever it is you want to do. You may ask, Jaime, how do you say you support them in that lifestyle if you're laughing? I'm going to tell you why I'm laughing. Because I support anybody's lifestyle, because if you're not hurting me, you're not hurting somebody else, or you're not hurting yourself, who cares? Him being in a polygamous relationship and having 4 wives does nothing to me. I don't have to answer to him. He doesn't have to answer to me. We're not in bed together. We're not in the same house together. So I don't care. I really don't care what people do in their lives. I don't. We're going to talk about it because I have my thoughts, but I still don't care at the end of the day. Now, I'm laughing because of why he says it's important and beneficial to be in a polygamous relationship. Again, I'm all for supporting people, but his benefits were all for him. If you needed a roommate, if you needed somebody else to help you with your bills, just say that. That's pretty much all he was saying in this relationship. That's why I'm laughing. Like Naturally Radiant on YouTube says, if you want to indulge in a poly lifestyle, make it like Mike and just do it. Nike and just do it. However, his reasoning is a joke. And I agree. His reasoning is a joke because it just seems as though everything benefits him. It seems that he needed money. What are you giving to these other women? All it seems like is that you're gaining. And when you're listening to his reasoning, he says, not one woman could give him everything he wanted. You, sir, cannot give a woman everything she wanted. But is she still going to be with you and be monogamous? Yes. Y'all need to stop looking for people to be y'all everything. Listen, I mean complete everything. This is a statement I've been saying for years. You could be my everything, but you would never be my only thing. And what I mean by that is you can fulfill a lot of different needs, and I will make you feel like the most important person ever in the world, but you will not be the only person I look towards for fulfillment. I don't mean like sexually or like in my relationship, because I definitely do believe in monogamy, but I mean, this is why you need friends. This is why you need family. What happens when your significant other does bad? Who are you going to talk to if all you have is your significant other? What if their significant other does well? Who are you going to talk to if all you have is your significant other? I love and I love people, but I need my space. I need friends. I need family. I want to go out and hang out with other people. I can't be around you 24/7. I'm going to need other people to be around. And yes, just like Naturally Radiant says, he has housekeepers that he can sleep with. When the women were talking, all they were saying was, yeah, we help around the house and we do this. And we can take care of chores. Chores? How old are you? Oh, no, I could not be with the individual who uses me for a resource. And none of them explain how they're gaining from him. They're gaining roommates. They're gaining financial help. But if you needed a roommate, if you needed some extra money, you should have just said that. I understand the benefits that there can be in a polygamous relationship. You may have more money, which is great. You may have more resources of people to have sex with. If one individual doesn't want to have sex, that's fine. And I'm all about communicating while you're in your space and while you're in your relationship. I mean, if that works for them, more power to them. Right on, brother. Right on, sisters. Y'all do it. But to me, it's just trash because you could do whatever you put your mind to. Whether you want to be polygamous, whether you want to be monogamous, keep it up. And the reason I think that polygamy doesn't work is because you're always going to see who the main individual is. In that video, you saw who the main woman was. You heard who the main woman was. I'm not coming second, third, or fourth to none. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh, no. I didn't work this hard on myself for you to share me with somebody else. Oh, no. Somebody, Miss Dupar on YouTube says, he got one main woman. The rest just fell in line for the support. They are poly for the family support, not the relationship part at all. And that's why it's funny to me. Now, again, I'm all about actually educating myself on several different topics and try to come in and trying to articulate my thoughts, but also trying to come with reasonable thought processes on these situations. Now, I did look it up. I'm going to pull out my handy dandy phone, and there's a post that's on social media that says 9 benefits of polygamy for men. First, my poly men are free to love whomever they wish, however they wish, just as I am. 2, my poly men have the benefit of emotional nurturing and belief in them. Plus, their other partners nurturing and belief in them. 3, my poly men are involved in a network of powerful humans to support them spiritually, physically, and mentally. All of our partners work together to build health and wealth. 4, my poly men have all sexual needs met because they are literally surrounded by beautiful women in many relationships that they freely can navigate. 5, my poly men only do exactly what they want to do and enjoy relationships without pressure. What they do not wish to do, I can happily find somewhere else. 6, my poly men are endowed with pristine leadership skills because I know how to listen and follow. We utilize our UPLV communication, I don't know what that means, so that there are no arguments. 7, my poly men are powerful beyond measure because they get to protect and serve many women and children and are encouraged by me to show up powerfully in all of their relationships. 8, my poly men are able to be vulnerable in that safe space for our union. Polyamory requires my men to address and heal trauma, and I endow all of my men with tools and peaceful space to support their growth. And last but not least, 9, my poly men enjoy the beauty of peaceful relationships between their women. Each of their women is fully embraced by all, and my men enjoy working in full trust and collaboration with other men to provide rather than struggling alone. I know I'm a man, and I know my other male people out there are probably like, you're a man, this benefits you. I'm not about one-sided benefit. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I understand that there was a post about why polyamory is beneficial for men, but when I see how it's beneficial for women, it don't be saying much other than you get financial support. But in this new situation, he getting financial support from the other women. And if you listen to what I just stated, in the benefits for polygamy for men, they're saying the men can give to all these women. There's only so much you can give. There's only so much you can give. This man cannot give that much to that many women. Some women are going to be lacking his support, his love, his physical body, his emotional support, his spiritual support, his mental support, and vice versa. You know how hard it is to deal with one person? I understand there are people who make polygamy work, but I know for a fact, 'cause I have friends who are actually in polygamous relationships in both the straight and gay community. I know for a fact there are some people who get more than there's some partners who get more than the next. And it doesn't work out for everybody. I have one friend who's in a polygamous relationship and still on dating websites trying to find their one. Yo, you have two. You literally already have two and you're trying to find the one. Again, I support it. Do whatever makes you happy. I just don't get it because it's beneficial to men. And again, if a man's gonna say, "I want to be in a relationship with more than one person because just one person can't give me everything," why do you think realistically you can give those other people everything? Think about it. When you're in a polyamorous straight relationship with one guy and several women, yeah, sometimes those women do touch and talk and be in a relationship with each other as well. But a lot of times they look towards the man, and you cannot divvy out that much love. You just can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. To me, this was funny, and I just had to talk about it because I personally don't think polygamy fully works. There are people who make it work. That's my personal opinion. I just don't think it fully works. Does monogamy work for everybody? No. You make it work. You do whatever you put your mind to. You can do whatever you put your mind to, whether it's monogamy, polygamy, whatever other monogamies there are. I just see myself in a monogamous relationship. I want to get married and have kids one day. I know for a fact I can be monogamous. I know for a fact I can. But hey, some people say it's not natural. Believe in whatever you want to believe in as long as you're not hurting yourself and other people, all right? Hey, you're listening to the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1, as well as live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. We're going to take a quick break, but I'll be right back in the next segment. We're going to talk about when do kids know their sexuality? Do you know? Well, hey, stick around so we can have this conversation. I'll be right back. Stay tuned, okay?
Full and broad spectrum CBD oil, extracts, and capsules, which are designed to help you feel your best. Their products are sourced from the best organic hemp and natural ingredients on the market and are tested for quality, purity, and potency. They have a full range of items from health and wellness to beauty to pets. Call 725-205-9223. Visit online at zinworld.com or stop by their location at 9895 South Maryland Parkway and Silverado Ranch Parkway. Mention KSHP for 10% off in store or use code KSHP online for 15% off.
Hungry for the best barbecue in Las Vegas? Come out to the infamous barbecue and meat market, John Moles Meats and Roadkill Grill in Las Vegas. John Moles was featured on the Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Now take home delicious meat selections for your grill, and while you're there, grab a bite of the best barbecue in Las Vegas. With 2 locations now at Tom and Gowan or on North Decatur, you're sure to find the perfect meats for your next barbecue or party. Find us online at johnmolemeats.com.
At AR Heating and Air Conditioning, our main goal is to provide high-quality service without breaking the bank. From maintaining your HVAC units to fixing them when they are down, they are there for you. AR Heating and Air Conditioning offer reasonable prices, reliability, and professional service at a great value. For more information, go to fixmyac.net or call 702-646-4000. Beat the heat and call AR Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Welcome to Hash House A Go-Go, where we've been serving farm food and crafted cocktails for over 2 decades. Visit us for the full Hash House experience at any of our 5 Las Vegas locations. Hash House A Go-Go is where old school meets new and gets twisted. We bring people together over good food and fun. Come in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and come hungry because our portions are huge. Visit us online to see our entire menu at hashhouseagogo.com. Hash House A Go-Go. It's a Midwest thing, and there's nothing else like it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. We're live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM in the Vegas community and beyond. Super grateful to be here today on this amazing Juneteenth. Yes, it's a federal holiday, and I probably should have taken today off to feel it from our brothers and sisters. But I wanted to actually educate people on what Juneteenth was and just continue to talk about the daily news and what we have going on in the world. So it's important for me to be here. Maybe next year I'll take off. So in this segment, for those who are just now tuning in, we're going to talk about when do kids know their sexuality. Before I get into my thoughts, I want to play this audio that was on Instagram. There was a guy who was on The Breakfast Club, which is Charlemagne and DJ Envy's radio show, and they're on BET. And I want you all to hear what this individual had to say about sexuality.
Developmentally is that kids as young as 5 years of age, I taught kindergarten, it happens around that age, are starting to make sense of who they are in the world around them. It could be the case, however, if you don't live in New York, where you don't have access to the spaces that Malik talked about, organizations that exist when you have resource-rich opportunities, you live in rural America where people think Black people and Black queer people don't exist, you might not encounter somebody of trans experience. That's why a show like Pose is so important, because it shifts you having to be able to literally engage somebody in a discussion like this.
And you take folks seriously.
Right?
So what about y'all? When did y'all, I don't know, like, I'm not want to use the wrong language.
Tell me why. Let me ask, why is this important for you? Yeah, why is this important for you?
Why you gotta know the when and the
why is it important for you? And
only because of the youth aspect to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, only because when you see young, kids identifying as different genders, I'm wondering if they really feel that way or now they have the choices.
When did you know you were what you are? When did you know you were Black? No.
Black?
Don't do the Black. No, when did you know that you are who you are?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Why do you expect us to be able to offer up a similar story?
I never thought about it.
So this is again a problem that we're talking about, right? Like these assumptions, and we play these things out without thinking through the impact, right? Like that process is intimate. It can run time. I have been in relationships with women before I identified as a same gender loving Black man. It's not only complicated as fuck, it's not something that people should be expected to regurgitate on command, especially when you can't do it.
Right.
So why? So
when
why?
You know.
You don't know
when
what
you
you
know.
As you know, right? Because that's what
True.
you ultimately gonna say. I just know. And so we have to trust that right now, kids, the vast majority of kids in public schools are racial ethnic minority students. The vast majority of kids in high schools identify as anything other than strictly heterosexual. They're not saying they're gay. They're just saying that the ways that y'all's brains are working, because y'all been wired that way, don't work. Clear what the science says.
So that was Dr. David Jones. And I got this directly from his Instagram account. He said this was conducted back in 2019 when he was on The Breakfast Club with Charlemagne the God, DJ Envy, and back then Angela Yee. Now, there's so much to say about this, and we don't have enough time to talk about this in extreme length. Now, I do want to talk about this again in later days, but I agree. Kids, not nowadays, kids always have known their sexuality at a young age. When I say always, I say always because people believe, because of social media, it's a trend to be gay or bi or trans, and kids are only knowing it because of the influence. No, kids have known way back in the Stone Ages if they were into the same sex or not. And it's just becoming more known because of social media. This is why representation is very, very important. People need to be able to see themselves in different lights. Should you be making students believe, or kids at a young age believe anything and everything? No, but there should be representations so that students who are questioning and kids who are questioning can see in a positive light what it may be that they're thinking about, or that they're feeling, or that they're going through. It's okay to be whoever you are, whether it's gay, bi, trans, Black, white, Hispanic. It doesn't matter. If you're not hurting yourself, other people, or the general public, be you. Personally, I don't think there's a need to have to come out. I think that's dumb. I hope the LGBTQ plus community doesn't attack me for saying that. But I personally think it's dumb to have to come out. Straight people don't have to come out. So why do gay people have to come out? Live your life. If somebody sees you with the same sex, well, they say with the same sex. It is what it is. If they hear you use certain pronouns, it is what it is. If they hear you say as a man, well, he's cute, it is what it is. If they hear you as a woman say, well, she's cute, it is what it is. It's okay to be whoever you are. This is why I'm such a firm believer in representation. We have to fight for everybody to see themselves in a positive light in the media. Too often now are we seeing trans and drag queens in such a negative light. Yes, there are some trans and gay people and drag queens out there who are doing dumb stuff. But there's also straight white people who are out there doing dumb stuff. There's also women who are doing dumb stuff. A lot of the times we have the media only highlighting all the negative, and we need to start seeing more positive. This is how we're able to build a better future for ourselves and for our kids that are coming up, because they're able to identify what it is that they're feeling at a young age. Kids are humans just like adults. Kids have thoughts just like adults. And we see often parents try to limit their kids from expressing themselves and saying their true thoughts because they're kids and they don't know what they're talking about. They may not know how to express what they're feeling, but they know what they're feeling. They just probably don't know how to explain it well, which is why representation matters. We need to see more positive images of gay Black men in the media. We need to see more positive images of trans people in the media. We need to see more positive images about drag queens in the media. Nobody's community is more harmful than the other. We're just making it seem that way because the powers that be in the media like drama and they like mess. Hey, that's been my time today. I want to talk more about these topics because I feel like they're very, very important. And I want to get more of my thoughts out because I truly do believe that there's nothing wrong with being who you are. And kids are confused at a young age. Kids are questioning at a young age. And some kids actually have it figured out at a young age. And if we don't have representation, if we don't have positive pillars in the media or in their social and learning spaces, they're not going to be able to figure out what it is they're feeling. So it's important to have gay people in the media, gay relationships in the media, and more, because we have straight relationships in the media, we have straight sex in the media, and even in kids media, literally kissing and hunching and all that stuff. So we should have positive images for everybody. Hey, this has been the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. I'm also live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. Make sure to comment live with me. I'm on the radio every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. PST. Yes, I'm on the radio. This isn't a podcast. This is a real live morning radio show. So call in. Don't be afraid, all right? I'll see you all tomorrow, and happy Juneteenth.